Like, I hate wasted potential. That shit crushes your spirit. It really does. It crushes you.
Whatever you do, make sure you never ever do this shit to yourself. You tell yourself you're gonna go to the gym, but you don't. You tell yourself you're gonna wake up early, but you don't. And every time you make a promise like that to yourself and you don't live up to it, you don't do it, you're breaking down the relationship you have with yourself. You're killing your relationship with yourself. Just think about it, alright? Imagine you had a friend who tell you he's coming to the gym with you every single week. Every single week. He texts you, he says, yeah, I'm coming today. But he never fucking shows up. This dude never ends. You just end up going to the gym by yourself because this dude never comes. Or he tells you stop smoking or drinking, but he never does. Whatever promises this guy makes to you, he never lives up to it. He never does. That's the relationship that you have with yourself. You're fucking up your own trust. You can't trust your own brain because you don't trust your own brain. You don't do what you say you're gonna do. So the next time you make a promise, the next time you say, yeah, this time for real, I'm gonna wake up early. Oh, this time for real, I'm gonna do the workout. You kind of know you're not gonna do it because that's what you've been doing. Like, your brain knows, yeah, I'm saying this, but I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. You have to show up for yourself every fucking day. And that's what I make sure that my students do in my fitness coaching. I make sure that they show up because you have to show up. Otherwise, you kill your relationship with yourself. You kill your trust in your own brain. And fuck your own brain, because your brain is the same brain that made you skip the workout last week, that made you click the snooze button this morning, that made you come up with all these bullshit excuses where in reality, you should have just turned that shit off and gone to work, right? You know that. Your brain is like a double-edged sword. It can either be your biggest enemy or your biggest ally. And when your brain is your biggest enemy, because which is your own fault, because you're not putting in the work and you're too weak to ignore your own feelings for a second and just get to work. And that's one of the things I learned when I got into fitness coaching, is that people need accountability because they can't hold themselves accountable. You know it. You know it. You can't hold yourself accountable, but I can. I can hold you accountable. That's what I'm doing. And when I start holding people accountable, wow, they start seeing results, man. I'm talking pounds per week. People need to be held accountable because they come up with excuses for themselves and they don't have a reason to do the work. But when there's someone there, they'll do the work because someone's on their ass telling them to just fucking ignore everything and go and grind. And that's what it takes, because those results are so good when you don't feel like putting in the work, but you do it anyway and you get results from it, bro. You're going to be so proud, and your brain is going to start being your biggest ally because you start being proud of yourself. You start loving yourself. I can't even describe it, but when I put in the work and I wake up early and I go to the gym and I train hard, I get so much more self-love because I deserve that self-love because I did things when I didn't want to do it. I pushed through and I had more self-respect than the guy who decided to skip the gym, because I know what I want and I know what's good for me and I do that shit. So you need to do that yourself. And if that means you need to be held accountable by someone else like me, then do that shit, because why not? It's literally, you're investing into yourself. Why would you? There's only one life. There's only one you that there's ever gonna be. So if you're not making sure that you are in top fucking condition and you have the best relationship with your own brain, then I don't know what you're doing. But if you don't have that, so this is your reminder to stop making fucking excuses for yourself, because the consequences are huge. The consequences are so big, you're gonna absolutely kill your success and your potential by breaking your own promises. So please stick to your promises. And like I said, if you want me to hold you accountable, if you want me to help you put in the work, one-on-one mentorship by me, click the link in my description and DM me on Instagram. That being said, dreams don't work unless you do. So put in the fucking work, bro. Okay.